all, Maury, I want to correct her. I'm not a broad. I am a queen. That's for number one.
Joining us from Dallas, Texas is Tonette. Now, Tonette has two older sisters, Linda and Jackie. All three of these women love and cherish their father, Antonio. But last month, Tonette was stunned when Jackie, her older sister, told her she should get a DNA test because Jackie doesn't think that Antonio is Tonette's father. Now, it's not the first time that Tonette has heard this, because Tonette says her other sister, Linda, has been making the same hurtful claims as long as she can remember. Watch this.
Growing up, I have always known Antonio as my father.
Growing up, everyone could see that Antonio is my father.
When my sister Jackie told me that I should get a DNA test for Antonio and I know that he's my father, that broad opened up a can of worms.
My mother is African American and my father is Puerto Rican. It's clear that I am biracial and Tonette is not.
Just because I'm dark, it doesn't mean that I'm not half Puerto Rican. Linda wanted me to take a DNA test, so I made her take one too.
I'm really scared for my sister Tonette. I'm worried about how she's gonna react when the truth comes out.
And Jackie is clearly on Linda's side, and I'm sick of her too.
Tonette has no right to blame Jackie or me for any of this. It hurts to see my little sister cry because at the end of the day, we're still sisters.
My mother would be so hurt to see them treating me like this.
So for the record, Jackie is not Antonio's biological daughter, but she does share the same mother with Tonette and Linda. But Jackie's still kind of caught in the middle of this sibling rivalry. We're going to talk to Jackie in a bit. But first, how does it feel seeing your sister Linda talk about these DNA issues?
It's extremely hurtful. I mean, it cuts me down to my core. We grew up together. We have the same mom. We have the same dad. We have the same upbringing. I just really don't understand.
First of all, everybody should understand. Your mother died 20 years ago, so she's not here to authenticate anything. And your father couldn't make the show, but he is alive. What happened a month ago, Tonette, that made you called our show?
My sister, we were out of town and we were having a conversation. Basically, she was saying, you know, she wasn't raised with us. She felt like people that were in our hometown were claiming her, and she wanted to know who she was or who she belonged to. And I was getting mad because it's like you're saying my mom's out here running around like she was trash, like she doesn't know who she laid up with. And so I got upset with Jackie. And I told her, you know, go do a DNA, swab them if you want to know if they're your relative or not. And so you know what the broad told me?
What?
Well, while you talking about me, you need to go get a DNA test for Poppy because he's only your father on paper because he's on my birth certificate is. He took care of me all of my life, provided for me and both Linda. So how is he not my father?
First of all, Maury, I want to correct her. I'm not a broad. I am a queen. That's for number one.
This is not the first time you've heard this, because your sister Linda has inferred that and implied that before.
Yes, she has. Like I said, Linda and I grew up. Same household, same mother, same love, same everything. But as a child growing up, you know, I could see the difference. I could feel the difference, you know. So Linda feels she's more superior or that he's more her father and not mine. How is that?
Are you angry at both sisters?
I am, because I feel like that you know, again, Jackie, I love her. We weren't raised together. So when Linda found Jackie and brought us all together, you know, they bonded, they coupled up, you know, and so I do feel like Jackie wasn't here. So how would she even have any audacity to insinuate that Antonio is not my father? So that has to stem from a conversation they've been talking about together.
Let me ask you this, Tonette. Does it come down to the way you look versus the way they look? Is that what it comes down to?
Absolutely. That is it. That's it. That's it in a nutshell, Maury. Because of a skin tone.
Do you think you look like your father?
Exactly. Look, Maury, look at his nose. Look at his eyes. Look at our face, our mouth. Yes, that's my father, 100%. And you're going to let him know today.
With your sister Linda, since you're taking the DNA test, you asked her to take a DNA.
I want her to take one too. Exactly, Maury. Glad that you brought that up. I got mama genes, you got daddy genes. That's what you say. But who knows? Who to say that Jackie my sister because she looked like my mama?
Right.
Because information added up? Yeah, no. Nuh-uh.
So your father, Antonio, is unable to participate in today's show, but for the record, he has never denied you, has he?
Never, never, never. He has never denied me. Just to be totally honest, the relationship that me and my dad has is amazing because all my life I have known that he is my dad. You know, so there's never been any riff-raff or anything. I call him, I talk to him, he's happy to talk to me. We have the greatest relationship, you know, so I don't understand. I guess maybe it's jealousy. I don't know.
So we've got Linda and Jackie also with us from Dallas, Texas. It's nice to see you ladies. Thank you very much. Linda, what was it like when you found out that Tonette contacted the show?
For me, I was like in disbelief. I mean, you've been wanting DNA. I could have paid for it myself. Been telling
Girl,
you for
don't
years.
do that. Don't do that because if you wanted
For
to pay
years.
for DNA, you could have. If you was that worried about it, you could have. You never offered to pay no DNA. Don't do that.
Oh, yes, I did. Plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Okay.
What happened in that argument between you and Tonette when you mentioned the fact that she should get a DNA test?
What happened in that segment was I was invited to a birthday party, went to the birthday party, and they were claiming that I was one of the brother's daughters, and she was the other man's daughter.
Why did you say to Tonette that she should get a DNA test?
I said
That
to her
part.
that she should get a DNA test because she was hostile talking to me about me getting a DNA test. And in return, I clapped back and told her she needs to get a DNA. Why don't she take a DNA test?
Okay.
And that part, you had no right to tell me about who my daddy is or I should get a DNA test. How you even know, Jackie? You ain't been raised up with us our entire life.
Look at you.
Yeah. You
I do. I have
Bro.
all the rights.
Does Tonette look like Antonio?
Not at all.
Absolutely. 100%. Just not
Not
the
at
same
all.
color.
Don't look nothing like them.
Oh, okay. Come on, boy, with this envelope, because these bras got me twisted. I don't look like Linda for real. We got
No.
the same mom and the same daddy. Me and you look
Same
just alike.
mom.
You just bright
Y'all
skin.
do-
But we
you
gonna
do
see
not look
today.
like that.
We gonna see today. I promise you.
You are not
Your
biracial.
daddy. I don't look like your daddy.
You're not
So you saying my
biracial.
mama lying? So you saying our mama a liar now? Now you on TV calling mama a liar? You two are despicable. And mama would be so upset right now.
Your father was in the military. He lost touch with your mom.
Right.
And Linda and Tonette were raised by your all's mother, right? And Jackie had been adopted out. But your father was always in your life, and financially he supported you, right?
Yes, he
Right.
provided for us. He provided for me and Linda our entire life, even though he wasn't
But
there
he provided
physically.
for us, but
He was a
not
provider.
there.
And I'm y'all baby sister, really?
Okay, so we've heard from the three sisters, and it all comes down to whether Tonette's father is Antonio, and we also are testing Linda, her older sister. By the way, you all are only like, your birthdays are almost exactly 1 year apart, right? So you all celebrated
Maury,
birthdays
I need to
together.
say something.
What's that?
You know, I just want to let y'all know how y'all make me feel. It's like I'm not even y'all's sister. Like y'all are better than me. And mama didn't raise us like that. I can't believe y'all, we gotta come here to do this just to show y'all something that we already
You the
know.
one that
or
brought us
something y'all
here.
won't accept.
Are you serious
What?
right now?
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
No, are you
You did.
serious?
Okay.
You better get somewhere.
Fine.
All right, we've heard it all.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, there's a lot going on between the three of you. At least maybe I can give you an answer, and that will answer some of your questions, okay?
Let's go, Maury.
In the case of 47-year-old Tonette, Antonio is not the father. Okay?
I did not want to come here for this.
And in the case of 48-year-old Linda, Antonio is not the father.
Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Me or you.
That's good.
Me or you. So know that her that y'all call Puerto Rico,
Still my
it
mama's
ain't
husband.
Afro-American. And he's still my daddy, too.
So
it's
here,
not gonna change
wait a
nothing.
second. You all are sisters. You all are sisters. You share the
Yeah.
same mother, okay?
We do.
You are not the father.